Hi, friends, and welcome back to From the Ground Up, Practical Wisdom from the Robertson Rottie Ranch. In our first episode, we talked about why foundations matter. Today, we're starting with one of the most important foundations of all, food. Food isn't just fuel. It's information for the body. It's nourishment, communication, and support at the deepest level. Alongside life here on the ranch, I hold a PhD in natural health. I'm a certified nutritionist and a master herbalist. That education matters. But just as importantly, everything shared here is lived, practiced, and applied daily, season by season. Food shapes far more than we're often taught to recognize. It influences energy, immune function, hormones, mood, and long-term resilience. And when food is real, intentional, and close to its source, the body recognizes it immediately. And here on the ranch, food doesn't come from a shelf. It comes from care, from animals raised with intentions, from gardens tended through the seasons, from understanding that nourishment begins long before a meal is ever prepared. One of the biggest shifts that we had to make here was realizing that food wasn't something to manage. It was something to support. Early on, like many, food felt complicated. There were rules and labels, conflicting advice, a constant sense of needing to get it right. But what we noticed over time was that the more processed and disconnected food became, the more the body struggled. Energy dipped, cravings increased, recovery took longer, stress felt louder. And when we returned to simple whole foods, eggs, seasonal produce, nourishing fats, herbs, and meals built around real ingredients, everything changed. Not dramatically overnight, but steadily. Energy became more consistent. The body felt calmer. And nourishment started to feel supportive instead of stressful. Food as a foundation isn't about restriction. It's not about trends or labels or perfection. It's about choosing foods that truly support the body, foods that sustain us through long days, hard work, healing, growth, and change. Eggs, whole foods, herbs, and seasonal eating aren't outdated ideas. They're timeless ones. They remind us that nourishment works best when it's simple, nutrient-dense, and aligned with nature. When food becomes foundational, everything else strengthens. Energy becomes steadier, cravings soften. The body feels supported instead of constantly asking for more. And just like everything built from the ground up, this doesn't happen overnight. It happens through small, consistent choices, meal by meal, season by season. This series isn't about doing everything all at once. It's about rebuilding trust with your body. It's about honoring food for what it truly is, a foundation, not a battleground. In the next episode, we'll begin talking about herbs, not as trends or quick fixes, but as daily allies that support the body gently over time. Because when food builds base, Herbs help strengthen what grows from it. I'll see you in the next episode, my friends. Bye.